day to you. You're warmly welcome back to yet another edition of our Positive Word. I hope you are doing well. Happy Sunday to you. Thank you for joining me. Persistence. This is the subject for today's presentation of our Positive Word. Persistence. Well, this is the noun that's derived from the word persist. To persist, of course, is to continue doing something or trying one's best, even though it is difficult or there is opposition by other people. You maintain your effort, the struggle in the face of difficulty. The quality of persisting, carrying on, doggedness, having tenacity, endure. This is not an easy position or state of mind, especially when one is faced with so many distractions, disturbances, things that do not make us happy. It is not easy to persist. Hence, we're sharing this today because it is possible. It may not be easy, but it's possible to carry on. When you're persistent, you keep trying. Even when it is tough, it is hard, times are challenging. This means that you never give up. You put in such huge effort and you continue to try your best. It may be boring, it may not be fun, but you continue because you know the end goal, what the outcome might be. We see the account of blind Bartimaeus in Mark chapter 10 from verse 46 to the end. That man persisted. That is a tangible example of how we must persist. He was shushed. He was shunned. He was shouted at. He was reprimanded by everyone around him because they thought he was making noise. He was disturbing them. I don't think it was that Bartimaeus found it funny or pleasant at all to be told to shut up in his desperation to receive his miracle. Let's just pause for a moment and think. If that man had not persisted and he actually stopped calling out to Jesus, who was passing by at the time, he would have stayed blind. That would have been the outcome. But thank God, he is a shining example of what it means to persist. He carried on screaming even louder after he had been told to be quiet. And Jesus heard him. He caught Jesus' attention. And the story is history today. The impossible becomes possible when you apply persistence. The one guaranteed foundation for failure is when you stop trying. Yes, failure is inevitable. Once you decide that I'm done, I'm not trying no longer, failure steps in and helps you get to the end with nothing at all. Persist, my dear friend. You have to keep trying until you get what you want. You do not move aside or take a break in the face of adversity, challenges, oppositions. No, you find ways to weather the storm. Call on God to help. Galatians chapter 6 verse 9 tells us that we're not to grow weary in doing good. For in due season we will reap if we do not give up. Giving up is not something that is light. And the Bible says we should not give up. In due season, what you're waiting for, that outcome, that result that you want to see will manifest only when you persist. 2 Thessalonians chapter 3 verse 13 says it as well. Be not weary in doing well. Do not get tired. Do not get fed up in waiting. Did you know that you would be doing yourself good when you persist? Your persistence pays off eventually, as it always does, and you're the one who will enjoy all the benefits. Use this quality. Persist Be tenacious. Continue to be resilient. This is the greatest display of self-discipline in action. When you persist, you are showing that you are disciplined. Just go on giving God thanks as you continue in the process. Be reminded that greater things are coming. Hang in there, beloved. To give up is very easy, but you will not receive what your persistence will reward you with in the end. The power of persistence will take you all the way through the roughest paths and trials and times to well-deserving success, victory, and fulfillment. Do not shortchange yourself. Persist. Persistence is a quality, is a good state, which we are all called to demonstrate and display. We do not always get what we want as quickly as we want, but only in persisting, we will enter into that rest and receive what we desire. I thank you for joining me today. Until I come your way again, I will encourage you to persist. I do not know your situation. God knows, you know. Your persistence will pay off. Hang in there. God bless you.